Okay, let's forget about SUVs for a moment because if you need space, comfort, and the ability to carry a lot of people and a lot of stuff, then there's a reason why you would buy something like this. Now, this is the all new Renault Trafic, and Renault has brought back the Trafic to South Africa with a very interesting proposition. You've got a massive amount of space, a 2-liter turbo diesel producing 125 kilowatts and 380 Newton meters of torque, a 9-speed automatic gearbox, up to 9 seats. So the big question is the Renault Trafic actually worth the money? Let's find out. Welcome back to the Ride with Under, and today we're having a look at the all-new Renault Trafic. Now this vehicle is a very important vehicle for Renault because after nearly 2 decades away, it marks Renault's return to the large vehicle passenger segment. And looking at today's market, there's a rising need for vehicles like this. Families want more space. Shuttle operators want something comfortable. Tourism businesses need more people movers. And some businesses need vehicles that can carry passengers and equipment during the week. So Renault has brought the Trafic back at a very interesting time. Let's start with the styling. Now obviously this is still a van. You're not going to confuse this with, let's say, a Renault Duster. But I actually think Renault has done a good job making the Trafic look modern without trying too hard. You've got these distinctive cheese-shaped LED lighting elements, a large upright body, and design that is very much about functionality. And that's very important. Because with something like this, design isn't about looking good. Every square millimeter needs to serve a purpose. And that's why you have these huge, massive doors. Because getting into the third row, you don't want passengers sliding into such a tiny door, So it makes it effectively more convenient. So you just open, jump in, jump right out. The Trafic is about 5.48 meters long, almost 2 meters wide, and just under 2 meters tall. So yes, it's a very big vehicle. But that size is exactly what gives you the space inside. The Trafic offers up to 9 seats and an additional 6,000 liters of cargo space capacity, depending on the seating configuration. And this is where the Trafic starts to make a lot of sense. Because imagine you're running a shuttle business. You've got 9 people in here. Airport transfers, hotel transfers, tour groups, corporate transport. There's a lot of potential. Now let's see what happens when you need luggage. With all the seats in place, obviously you sacrifice some cargo space for passenger accommodation. But the clever thing is about the Trafic is its modularity. This isn't just simply a 9-seater. You can configure the vehicle depending on what you need it to do. One day, it can be your family vehicle, and the next day, your business shuttle. And then, you've got a weekend trip where you need to carry luggage for everyone. It also accommodates you. Inside, Renault has taken a fundamentally commercial vehicle and tried to make it feel more like a passenger car. We have an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, a digital instrument cluster, and smartphone connectivity, including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The passenger range also comes with 6 airbags, rear parking sensors, and a reverse camera, while high-spec versions offer a 360-degree parking sensor. And that's important because when you're driving something this big, parking assistance isn't just a luxury, it's a need. It's something you'll appreciate every single day. From the driver's seat, you get the classic van driving position. You're sitting nice and high. You've got excellent visibility, and you can see over traffic. And that gives you a really good sense of confidence when driving something this big. But the question is, does it actually drive like a van? Under the bonnet is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine producing 125 kilowatts of power and 380 Newton meters of torque. Now for a car like this, you're not looking for a quick 0 to 100 kilometers. You want a car that allows you and your 8 passengers plus luggage to go up a hill without thinking twice. Now the nice thing about the torque is it comes really much more in the low down rev range. And that's exactly what you want in a vehicle like this. You don't need a van to be a sports car. You need it to move. You need it to overtake, safely of course, and you need it to handle passengers and luggage
without feeling like the engine is working overtime. The engine is paired to a 9-speed automatic transmission and the passenger models. And honestly, this is one of the things that makes the Trafic feel more like a modern passenger vehicle. Having 9 gear ratios means the gearbox can keep the engine in the right part of its power band, while also helping with fuel consumption on longer journeys.
Okay, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take this car out today on a road test as it's out on display here at Cecil Summerstrand. But we all know that the South African road is quite dynamic. We have potholes, we have rough roads, we have long highways from Cape Town to Johannesburg, Joburg to Durban, Durban to Quebec. So that's where the real test actually comes in. But one thing I like about the Trafic is that it's not trying to be sporty. It's designed to be comfortable, usable, and predictable.
Renault claims combined fuel consumption of approximately 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers for the passenger with its 80-liter tank. Yay! That is big. And theoretically giving it more than 1,000 kilometers of.
Now, obviously, fuel consumption is highly dependent on how you're driving, how many passengers you have, and how much load you're carrying. But for a car this big, 7 liters per 100 is quite impressive on paper.
Safety is obviously important when you're carrying potentially 9 people. Depending on specification, the Trafic comes with 6 airbags, ABS, stability and traction control, hill start assistance, parking sensors, and a reverse camera. And the high-spec versions get additional parking assistance, including 360-degree sensors. So for a vehicle of this size, that's exactly the type of equipment that I want.
So let's talk money, because this is where things start to get interesting. The entry-level Trafic Evolution starts at $979,999. The Evolution Plus starts at $1,016,999. The Techno Plus starts at 1,050,000 Rand. And the panel van option starts at around 612,000 Rand. And the top spec panel at around 636,000 Rand. So basically for the passenger van, you're looking at roughly around R1,000,000 Rand for a vehicle. And some may say that is serious money. But remember, you're not buying an SUV, you're buying a people mover. A 9-seater offering huge amounts of space for cargo and people.
And Renault does give you some reassurance. The Trafic comes with a 5-year or 150,000 kilometer warranty. You also get a 5-year or 90,000 kilometer service plan and 24-hour roadside assistance. Service intervals are listed at about 15,000 kilometers.
For a vehicle that could potentially be used commercially, the warranty and service plan is surely something worth considering.
So, pros and cons. Here's what I like. Number 1, space. There is a ridiculous amount of usable space. Number 2, the engine. 125 kilowatts and 380 Newton meters is more than enough for a vehicle this big and for what it's designed to do. Number 3, the automatic gearbox. The 9-speed automatic gearbox makes it much easier to live with every day. Number 4, versatility. It can be a family vehicle, a shuttle, tourism vehicle, or business tool. Number 5, the warranty and service plan. 5 years, 150? That's reassuring. And here's what I don't like. Okay, number 1, it is big. At 5.48 meters long, this isn't something you're gonna park easily like a Renault Kiger or a Kwid. Number 2, the interior doesn't feel as premium as the price bracket might suggest. Some reviewers have criticized the interior, particularly considering that the passenger version is roughly around R1,000,000 Rand. Number 3, the price. Once you're over the R1,000,000 Rand mark, you're entering some serious competition. So I'd really like to know how the Trafic competes.
So who is the Renault Trafic competing against?
You're looking at vehicles like your Volkswagen Transporter, your Ford Tonio, depending on application, also the Toyota Quantum. And this is where the decision comes down to what you get. Value. Do you want proven commercial vehicle credentials? I mean, I've seen this car in Tour de France and yeah, it keeps up. Do you want passenger comfort? Do you want best value? Or you simply needing the biggest and most practical vehicle for your money?
So, would I recommend the Renault Trafic? No. Well, if you're somebody who's looking for an SUV, but if you're looking for a car that can transport a lot of people, carry lots of luggage, and also go the long road, and potentially make you money, then the Renault Trafic is certainly a good proposition. Because it's not trying to be fashionable, it's not trying to be what it isn't. The Trafic, it basically knows it's a big, huge, comfortable people mover. And in a market where we're increasingly seeing a lot of expensive SUVs with like 7 seats, the Trafic makes you ask a very interesting question. Why not just buy a car that's designed to carry more people in the first place?
Duh.
But I want to know what you think. Would you spend R1,000,000 on a Renault Trafic? Or are there other considerations that you probably have in mind? Let me know in the comment section below. But if you're interested in this vehicle, do contact Alizwa on the numbers below right here at Renault Port Elizabeth. And while you're at it, ask him questions about financing, affordability, and book a test drive. Because you might get to drive it before me. Not that I'm gonna be jealous or anything. Ugh, man. But yeah, thank you for watching. And if you made it this far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on the next review. See you soon. Ride safe, Mzanzi. And while we're here, I must say, hey, this Kaiga is looking pretty. Hey! And yeah, if you haven't watched the review of the Kaiga, click on the link somewhere here or there. And yeah, watch that one too.